everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, Selena Gomez has officially entered her 2025 comeback era. And honestly, it's one of the most authentic, emotional, and mature chapters of her career yet. We've seen Selena through every stage: the Disney days, the pop stardom, the heartbreaks, the health battles, and of course the love stories that made global headlines. But this time, 2025. Selena feels different. This isn't about chasing charts or proving herself to anyone anymore. It's about rediscovery, reconnecting with her love for music and showing the world who she really is without the noise of comparisons or relationships. So let's rewind for a second. After the success of her earlier projects, Rare and Revelación, Selena went quiet for a while. She focused more on Rare Beauty, her mental health platform Wondermind, and of course, her acting career with Only Murders in the Building. But as months passed, fans kept asking one thing: when is Selena coming back to music? And then, almost out of nowhere, early in 2025, she announced her new album titled I Said I Love You First, a project that immediately grabbed everyone's attention. The title alone had people talking. Like, who did she say I love you to first? Was it about an old flame, a friend, or herself? And honestly, that's what made it so powerful. It didn't need to be about anyone specific. It's about reclaiming love in all forms. Love for others, but also love for yourself after years of healing. When Selena dropped the teaser trailer for the album on Instagram, fans lost it. The visuals were minimal, dreamy, and emotional, with her voice saying, "Sometimes loving someone means letting go, but sometimes loving yourself means choosing peace." That line alone went viral on TikTok and X, formerly Twitter. People were stitching it with old clips of her and Justin, her emotional interviews, and her self-love quotes from Rare Beauty. But for the first time, instead of turning it into drama, fans were like, "No, this is Selena's moment. She's moved on. She's thriving." And that's the biggest difference between past Selena and 2025 Selena. The world finally started seeing her as a complete artist, not just part of someone's story. Now let's talk about the actual music. The album blends pop, R&B, and soft indie tones, very cinematic, very emotional. It's co-produced with Benny Blanco, who's not just her partner but also one of the most respected producers in the industry. A lot of fans were skeptical when Selena and Benny started dating, but now, everyone's realizing how much he's influenced her new sound, in the best way. The production feels modern but nostalgic, emotional yet confident. Songs like Midnight Truth, Back to Me, and The One That Got Free are emotional standouts, all talking about love, self-acceptance, and healing. There's a line in The One That Got Free that says, "I didn't lose you, I found me." And that lyric basically defines her entire 2025 era. What's crazy is how the fandom energy around Selena has evolved. In past years, her fan base often had to defend her from hate, comparisons, and messy online drama. But in 2025, people are showing her pure love. The moment the album dropped, #SelenaGomez2025 trended worldwide. TikTok creators were crying to her lyrics, editing her past moments, and writing captions like, "This is the piece she always deserved." Even neutral fans who never followed the Justin Haley-Selena stuff started appreciating her for her art, not her history. You know what's wild? This is exactly what Selena always wanted. She once said in an interview, "I hope one day people remember me for my voice, not my story." And this new chapter is making that happen. In 2025, Selena isn't chasing the spotlight. She's guiding it towards something deeper. Through her new songs, her skincare collaborations, and her live performances, she's teaching fans that healing isn't weakness, it's power. Her 2025 comeback isn't just about being famous again. It's about being free. Free from heartbreak headlines, free from comparisons, free from the need to prove herself. That's why I said I love you. First hits so hard, because when you listen, it feels like she's finally talking to herself. So yeah, Selena Gomez in 2025 isn't chasing trends. She is the trend. This comeback proves that when you take time to heal, you come back louder, stronger, and more authentic than ever before. All right, so we've seen how Selena's 2025 comeback album I Said I Love You first brought her back into the spotlight. But this time, it's not about fame. It's about freedom. Let's be real. For most of her career, Selena Gomez was seen through other people's stories. From the Disney image, to the Justin era, to the constant Selena versus Haley headlines, her identity was always connected to something outside of her artistry. But in 2025, she's finally rewriting that narrative. This is Selena's story told in her own words, through her own music, and on her own terms. If you've noticed, Selena carries herself differently in 2025. She's confident but soft. She's mature but still humble. In a recent interview, she said, "I'm no longer fighting for people to understand me. I'm just showing up as me." That quote alone explains her new era. You can see it in her performances, her interviews, even her social media captions. She's no longer playing defense. She's just being real. And that's why fans are connecting to her again. They don't just see a celebrity. They see a woman who's grown, healed, and learned how to protect her peace. Let's talk about Rare Beauty because it's more than just makeup now. It's part of her identity. In 2025, Rare Beauty isn't just one of the top beauty brands globally. It's a movement. Selena built it around authenticity and self-acceptance, and she made sure it reflected her values. The 2025 campaign, "You're Rare Because You're Real," went insanely viral on TikTok, not just because of the products, but because of the message behind them. Selena said, "Makeup should be fun, not a mask." That hits deep. And when you combine that with her new music, it's clear. Everything she's doing in 2025 is connected. The songs, the brand, the message, all point to one theme: loving yourself even when you've been broken. Another huge part of her legacy this year is her mental health work. Through her platform Wondermind, Selena's breaking down conversations that most celebs avoid. She's open about her bipolar diagnosis, her therapy journey, and even her off days. And instead of hiding behind a perfect image, she uses that vulnerability as her power. In 2025, she expanded Wondermind into live talks, workshops, and even collaborations with schools and mental health organizations. That's a level of impact way beyond entertainment. She's literally changing how young people talk about emotions. Fans online say things like, "Selena's music helps me cry, Wondermind helps me heal." And that's exactly the kind of legacy she's building. Now here's something wild. Even the media is starting to shift. For years, every article about Selena had to mention her past relationships. But now, the headlines sound like this: Selena Gomez wins Woman of the Year 2025 for her cultural impact. Selena's "I Said I Love You First" tops global charts. How Selena turned pain into power. This isn't just a comeback, it's a rebrand of the soul. It's taken her over a decade to reach this kind of respect. But now the conversation has changed. She's no longer the ex of someone famous. She's Selena Gomez, one of the most influential women of her generation. Selena's fan base has matured right along with her. Her followers used to fight online wars, but now they're spreading positivity campaigns. They post quotes from her songs, talk about healing, and even create charity drives in her name. It's like the energy shifted from defending Selena to celebrating Selena. And honestly, that's beautiful. When she performs songs like "Midnight Truth" or "Back to Me," fans aren't screaming just for nostalgia. They're screaming because they feel seen. Her music has become a comfort zone for people who've been through heartbreak, anxiety, and self-doubt. We can't ignore this part, because 2025 Selena seems genuinely happy. Her relationship with Benny Blanco feels private but supportive. There's no public drama, no overexposure, just quiet love and mutual respect. And it's kind of poetic, right? After years of emotional turbulence, she ends up with someone who values her peace. Fans even say Benny's influence on her new sound brought back her creative confidence. He's not trying to be in the spotlight. He's helping her shine in hers. This stability has given Selena the space to grow as an artist and a person, and it's showing in every move she makes this year. 2025 has also been a year of recognition. She was named Billboard's Latin Woman of the Year, honored for her cultural and emotional impact. On stage, she said something that gave everyone chills. "If there's one thing I've learned, it's that healing doesn't make you weak. It makes you unstoppable." That quote went viral everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and perfectly sums up this chapter. Selena isn't chasing hits anymore. She's building a legacy, and it's built on heart, not hype. When we look back years from now, 2025 will be remembered as the year Selena Gomez stopped being defined by her pain and started being defined by her power. Her story isn't just inspiring because she survived the spotlight. It's inspiring because she transformed it. From mental health advocacy to creative reinvention, Selena's comeback shows that you don't have to be the loudest voice in the room to make an impact. You just have to be honest. She's proof that healing and success can coexist. And she's teaching millions that peace, self-worth, and growth are the real flex. So yeah, In 2025, Selena Gomez didn't just come back, she evolved. Her music is more personal, her message is more powerful, and her influence? It's global. This isn't a temporary trend, it's her era. And honestly, watching her glow up from pain to power might be one of the most satisfying transformations in pop culture history. If you made it this far, drop a flower emoji in the comments to show love for Selena's 2025 journey. And tell me, what's your favorite track from I Said I Love You First? Let's talk in the comments! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more weekly videos on Justin, Selena, Hailey, and everything trending in 2025. Because if there's one thing we know by now, Selena Gomez doesn't just make a comeback, she makes history.